village, but I can't tell
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
I couldn't. I wasn't sure either, to be honest with you. Hey, we'll find out soon enough. But we're jumping right into the game. GG and Bowder about to kick things off for us. CJS jumping in with that F1, ready to go. But Bowder is ready for him. Peak chasing him down, but CJS going for that overhold, catching him off guard. Absolutely obliterating that health bar. And now it looks as though it's cooked for Bowder. Off the rip, GG. Oh, but a lovely parry coming out from Jing there. But it's not going to be enough. GG is going to be taking home that first fight for themselves. Heading on over to the south, we have WBG and KLA scrapping it out. 17S gets a nice little parry. But is it going to be enough to stall out for his team? The F3 is going to come through, catch Baige in the air. The F2 coming out from Sleepwalker on that ACOS. Interesting to note, I have to say. But holy, this guy's already got his Zai ultimate. QGG, he's ready to go. He's got that Zai ultimate locked in, and it might be the death of this team. It's not looking too good. Sleepwalker's about to get caught by the chain whips, and there it is. Axiao now trying his best, but it's just simply not going to be enough. I don't think it is now a 1v1. Baige, he's going to try and make something happen here, but in the face of a Zai's ultimate, it is extremely difficult. Forced to use that Yueishan ultimate now. He's going to try and lock down this player, but he does have that F3 for the mobility. He is going to be able to maneuver very quickly. But Baige, he's not going to let him go. Catches him on the grapple, the mountain goat. He's ready. He's trying to catch him. He just whiffs the jump there, unfortunately. Not able to stay on his tail. QGG trying to get away. Sleepwalker whiffing the grapple there, unfortunately. Just not long enough, unfortunately. Looks as though they may have... He may have... I don't know what he just took damage from, but we'll have to wait and see. Regardless, moving on over to XCG and JL in the snowy region. Kakaishi's in the air, flying around with that Hardy ultimate, looking to engage, looking to do as much damage as he can. Actually looking to knock these players out of that Kurumi circle, but it's not looking as though he's been able to do so just yet. Now using that cube to reposition. He's looking for the triple charge. Manages to find one tag, forcing out that ultimate, but the grab coming in from One Feng. And Kakaishi might be down for the count.
Okay, the punch is new. I never actually expected that one, though. That was actually pretty impressive here. Listen, JL, like I said, this is last team's champions, you know? They're coming in with definitely some fire here. And, you know, they expect to do a lot in this team here, and especially knowing that they're in top 6 here. They got a lot of work to do. They got a lot of roaming, and obviously this is coming in from a new team, you know? But so far, though, I think Fang and them definitely have the coordinates so far with how the team has been playing. They've really been able to capture it. Beautiful parry onto that, getting that elimination on a Nai HQ. And JL is going to capture their first team elimination here, tying it up with everybody else. Meanwhile, KLA is slightly in the lead here with 5 overall here. Meanwhile, it looks like QGG is on the other side of this can. A bit butt whooping here. Goodness gracious. Getting absolutely scolded on both sides here. Gets grabbed by 2 or 3 teams, and QGG is nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Obviously, they're going to get eliminated out of this one, too. WBG was able to find their 3rd elimination onto this as well. It looks like TE, oh, there you go, pops open the first one. Beautiful parry coming in from LYD. Nice repeat coming through as LY. Same thing, is going to be able to capture that beautiful stun. Try to see if maybe they have the time for it, but it looks like they won't be able to. Both of them get stunned, one's outside, and he's free. Won't be able to do too much here. Meanwhile, his full team is still trying to figure this out. Wolves 2K is going to find it. Beautiful shot to be able to get the elimination on Han. And just like that, TE is going to start to crumble little by little here. Beautiful hits coming in from the fan as well here, and it looks like it's gonna be a 1v1 here. Both splitting it off, forcing it. Oh no, here comes the ulti coming through from another player as TE decides to dip out. Beautiful timing though on that, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be too much here as Leo ends up getting eliminated here from ZK, and LYD is gonna keep the game alive for the rest of his team. Meanwhile, everybody else is gonna go for the hunt. They're gonna start looking. The question is, are they gonna be able to capture him on the inside here? EG, looks like they're gonna be over it. Possibly might go inside, and it looks like they're going to find LYD inside of this place here. Gets caught. Nice stun. Trying to see if they can back out of this here, but LYD has nowhere to go, nowhere to hide, and Wolves, just like a pack, going to pack down that meat and start eating. Pause.
They close in on him, Matt. They smell the blood. They know where he's hiding.
They know what it is.
Indeed, they howl at the moon and they prepare themselves for the hunt to come. As it seems that GG is also looking to prepare themselves for the remainder of this game, trying to loot up in the snowy region up to the north. No teams in the vicinity for the moment. It looks as though things have settled down for the moment. Definitely had quite a bit of action off the rip, but no teams have actually been fully eliminated just yet. Every team that did go down has opted to use their resurrections in a safe location and are making sure that they don't get taken down before too long. Got a team at Bowder lurking in a bush, just biding their time. You know, they got a purple armor under their belt already. They're chilling, they're vibing. They don't necessarily need to try and push for all that many kills right now. You know, we've seen it happen before. Teams not having the most explosive of starts to their games, ending up getting a ridiculous number of kills towards the end. It looks as though that might be their plan for the moment, or perhaps they're simply trying to wait and bide their time till Yang opens up and they're able to jump in there and take a fight to try and get themselves some nice loot. DRG trying to fend off this team.
Let's see if they can keep that same aggression for some of these teams here. I mean, obviously, Wolves really has so far a fantastic start. Same with KLA.
Yeah,
here. I mean,
6
obviously,
kills.
everybody else really able to try to see if they can find something here. But Bauta, everybody else, you know, onwards down here, really has to try to see what they can do here for that acceptable amount of time that they have here. As you know, there's still enough roaming happening here. As Wolves, it looks like they got it caught in a. Looks like they threw out their brains breath. Looks like they wasn't able to really fight anybody. But there's a lot of people. Can I describe on the fact that there's a lot of people in Yushan Ruins right now? I mean, we got JL over there,
quite a few, yeah.
WBG, and GG is about to head over there in that same area location as well here. So, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. As much as we have, you know, at least one, most likely 50% of those teams here is going to get pulled into a realm of Yang. I'm kind of confident in that, right? But the other team, they're gonna have to start duking it.
Yeah, you're right. They
don't get in that circle, they gonna have to fight. They gonna have to duke it out. There is no, you know, hey, let's go this way, let's go that way. They're gonna start duking it out. It looks like they're already starting to duke it out now, knowing that the circle is gonna start to close in here, and they're already on the outskirts of this circle here. KLA doesn't really want to risk or force, you know, the opportunity for any of them to really get caught, you know, before they even get into the realm of Yang. But they also don't want to risk if they don't get into the realm of Yang. Then it's just, well, it's every man for himself.
Yeah, I mean, they could theoretically go over to one of those teleporters and try and make their way away. You know, disengage, fully run away. But it looks as though JL is going to be our first team jumping into the realm of Yang for the moment. And so far, they've gone uncontested, but a fight has broken out over here in the sandy area. Wolves scrapping it out against Bowder. Bowder forced to use their Wu Chen teleport to disengage, as they did lose a member and it wasn't looking too good. They had to put their tail between their legs. Wolves definitely asserted their dominance as the alpha pack. A TE looking to try and take the crown, it seems, noticing that they've used their cooldowns. They're ready to engage. Han, he's jumping in. He's going to try and get this silence potentially onto one of these players, but unfortunately the grapple takes him a little bit too far. He's not able to achieve it, but the silence is still going to come down. EG trying to get those grabs. The stun is now going to come out onto EG, but they've lost a member. Leo has been taken down, and the jump away is going to take EG to safety. Han now getting overheld. The silence is not going to be enough. And the Wolves fight back. DRG, they want a slice now. They want a piece of the action. And this could be the end of Wolves for this game if they don't make it out alive. DRG are in an excellent position to eliminate this team, as the resurrections have already expired. It could be extremely bad for this team, but looks like ZK and XEM are able to avoid that Viper stun, at least for the moment. They're not going to be taken down, not going to be stunned up. ZK is fighting as hard as he can. XCM trying to do as much peeling as possible, and it looks as though it may have been enough. They force the teleport to come out from XCM, but now another third party is gonna come in, and XCM's gonna get taken down. Bowder, the final nail in the coffin, and Wolves loses 2 members, and now their lonely Tamulk is left to try and salvage this game.
I think they also read that too. I think the other team with the Yushan actually saw that other team coming in and was just like, well, gotta go. We've gotten our points. It's time to skedaddle up on out of here and let you and let them. Yeah, they can get the scraps. That's fine. You know, and that's what it seemed like here. It definitely seems like the team, or at least was able to read that third party was coming in and was able to get towards that and get out of there, knowing that one of their players was dangerously low. They could not survive a third party currently in that moment here. So I really do think Yushan is such a very strong pick. You know, when it comes to trios here, being able to have that factor of being able to get, you know, basically a free get out of jail free card in some way, shape, or form here. It looks like we might get see another split of a fight here as Jails and another team, WBG, looks like they're gonna be fighting this out towards this. Tries to catch the Reza from Fang here, but Fang wasn't able to complete that though, as he does capture the stun here. Beautiful hits coming through, trying to see if they can connect. Obviously the Yills coming through here, and so here comes the Terracotta Warrior, trying to see if they can get some nice damage as well towards it. He's gonna capture TXJ here inside of this split, and then here comes the Monk coming through from Fang, and try to see if maybe he can capture a nice hit, or nice, trying to see if they can find it. And it looks like he's able to capture at least one from Axio. Dangerously low here, ends up getting absolutely shredded, but it's not from their own team. KLA comes through with a pistol elimination and actually snatches that away from Team JL. Nice slam, going to be able to capture it. Looks like he's going to be able to capture one. He captures the 2. Beautiful slam towards the center. JL is able to capture a 2-piece, and he says, thanks for the 3-piece. That's nice. I like it. It's crispy. It's nice and juicy. You know what it is. As Fang trying to see if maybe he can cover the scraps as well towards this JLA and TXJ. Trying to see if they can cover up again, knowing that GG is right there. They just came off of their fight here, so that confidence is coming in real strong for them, as they're going to want to see if they can make some more magic happen here. They're going to need another elimination off of this one. They got 2 minutes left. They're desperate for the elimination, so that way they can keep their team alive, knowing that the round, oh my goodness, Tessa trying to make so much magic happen here inside at this moment, and them chains are going to be absolutely dangerous, as he's going to take out 2, they're going to take out 3, and capture some free eliminations with that Vermilion's Burst Might out of their hands and out of their way. UGG able to decipher away as well. Here's dangerously low. It's not looking good for him. He's going to try to hold off for as long as humanly possible, but GG is going to capture a freebie from outside the circle, catches their 4th elimination. GG had about 2, maybe even 3 other opportunities to capture eliminations. They all got yacked, all got stolen. That's tough. That's tough.
That's rough.
That's tough. I'd be mad.
It is indeed.
I'd be pressed. I'm not gonna lie.
I was mad.
All that work just to not get nothing, just to get 1. Like, what?
Indeed. But I have to say, GG, the Tamulk is still in a bit of danger. He still has that Yang depletion, as does the zipping on the side of KLA. Bowder looking to engage onto JDG here. JDG seemingly having to force this fight, as they too have that Yang depletion. They've already lost a member. It looks as though it may spell their defeat. Kiki's the last man standing, and he's not going to be able to stay on his feet, unfortunately. And Bowder is going to be able to take them down, picking up 3 eliminations. Ooh, JJH coming in with that Draco Storm, looking rather aggressive. Not too sure if they're going to push the issue, though. They look to try and turn it over to WBG here, but might not be able to catch them in time. Oh no, DRG, sorry. They might not be able to catch them before their buff expires. And so they might opt to actually just disengage. Oh no, wait, there was WBG. I knew I wasn't delusional. WBG and DRG. I thought I read it wrong, but no, I did read a WBG name there. But on the other hand, we've got Wolves having resurrected his teammates. Looks as though they found themselves up against Bowder. A beautiful parry coming out from ZK, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to follow up, as the F is going to come out from the Tessa there. ZK forced into a corner, stone forming, trying his best to block all the damage and stay alive, but it's not going to be enough for the moment. they still have a member still alive. So the Farrier could theoretically come in here, maybe sneak a resurrection if this team takes their fight elsewhere, but it doesn't look as though that's going to happen anytime soon. Unfortunately, Bowder is holding strong. GG waiting in the wings. We do have the Realm of Yang coming in. We can hear it in the sky. It looks as though there it is. OUG is actually going to be the winner of this Realm of Yang. I'm not sure if they actually fought anybody. I wasn't paying attention to the kill feed just there. But OUG is definitely going to be happy about that one, picking themselves up a golden spear and the Mystic Might buff to boot. So they are going to be very happy with that one.
A strong one. Definitely a strong one for sure.
Absolutely. They're going to be able to rotate around the edges of the map, most likely. Look for any stragglers that they can try and lock down. Some solo players who have lost their comrades. XCG sort of turn their attention over to this team here. You can see that they're a little bit weak on loot. They don't have the best of armors there, but they're not going to force this fight just yet. But they are going to be running into GG very soon.
Knowing that they both have blues here definitely gives enough of an opportunity as KLA17S just absolutely gets Whirlwind into a nice spiral. Goodness gracious, talk about getting bullied in the worst situation possible here. And he's just like, hey, you know, you had the shot here, but obviously it's not going to be enough as he gets pulled, yanked. That was a tough sight to see here overall. Looks like he's still going to try to close in on this as well, but 10 points coming in from Wolves already here. That confidence doing real well overall for this team. Let's see if they can keep that same momentum going here, as obviously we're going to see them keep rotating in as KLA. And OUG looks like they're still going to find QGG. Not looking good for him here as he's dangerously low. He has that gray shield, but it's not enough. QGG is just trying to just get out of harm's way. Catching the dodges as much as possible here, but obviously not going to be enough here inside of this moment here, as he's just able to clutch it up, catches the goodbye, and says, see you later, buddy. You thought you had an opportunity here, but not today. Tough find for both teams. It looks like CSZ and the other ones are just trying to see if they can rotate this in, but and man, they are on 17 hard. GG's coming through, not making it easy for them. And he absolutely gets the spiraling cut, captures the finish, and then OUG comes through trying to see if maybe they can capture the rest of the scraps here, but might not be enough, certainly. But we'll see as they both try to split off here. Definitely a tough find for some of these moments here. Looks like they're still going to be able to run towards it. Team GG trying not to get caught with anything worse than what they've already had so far. So far, they're playing it well. LXM, 3 eliminations. Everybody else is kind of split between the one. Going back inside the realm of Yang here just to see what was going on here. A whole lot of ultis coming through. CJ just getting tossed around here. Got to be a little bit careful. He ends up getting caught from the Terracotta here from OUG. He's just absolutely just trying not to get caught. Danger somewhat low, letting the heals be able to do its work. Meanwhile, the rest of the team ends up getting caught here, and it's not looking good. As he actually ends up getting focused, hardcore focused inside of that fight here. And he's just 330, just trying to keep
Holy, that combo.
Enough. The combo's really coming through on both of these teams here. That's kind of what happens, though, inside of this moment here. You don't want to really split off, and that's kind of the thing that happened. It left them so vulnerable for all three of them to really just double down and just start causing problems. And clearly, I mean, it worked.
Yeah, that was nuts, though. Actually, that synergy coming through between the Farrier and the Yueshan there, perfectly timing their attacks so that blade just had absolutely nothing he could do. Literally nothing he could have done at that point, as he is running that F3, doesn't have that combo breaker ready to go. He wasn't able to avoid the incoming damage, and they took full advantage of that fact. Beautifully executed there. Be able to win themselves that realm of Yang. It looks as though Wolves is not down for the count just yet. They have again been able to find a resurrection on one of their teammates. Not the full team just yet, but they are making their way back into this game ever so slowly. You never count out the Wolf Pack. They are coming back with a vengeance.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. And that's the thing. Yes. You know, it really is about that resilience, though, you know? I mean, obviously, it sometimes can, you know, it's very, very hasty at certain times here when you really are just like, you know, sometimes you're just getting absolutely beat in. It's really hard for you to, like, absolutely succumb to that. And obviously that pressure can be very, very, you know, overwhelming for some of these players here. But, you know, when you're a veteran, when you've been around for a long time, when you've really put in a lot of time and effort here, you know, it really does take a lot to really see this come through here, as we're going to see the replays from inside here. JLA's Fang is able to find some rotations as well towards this to really get a nice little slam piece here. You'll love to see how they're able to really piece it all together here. JLA's Fang's just trying to capture nice little bit of a juggle here, trying to find it. Question is he going to be able to? Yes, he does. He finds one with Tut. Gonna be able to get the slam off of that. Tut ends up getting juggled here. Oh, nice slam from the bottom as well here. I'd be mad if I died to the foot of a monk. Not gonna lie.
Get them toes away from me, big dog.
I'm telling you, the toes. I don't want the toes.
I don't want the smoke.
I don't want no smoke with the toes. You got it, homie. I don't want that. I'm good.
What am I watching right here? He knows that it's cooked. It's just he's just standing there accepting his fate. But yeah, no. I have to say the buff to the monk has definitely been it's been showing up. We've definitely seen value coming out from that buff that he received, where he is now able to confirm grabs off of a stomp confirmation. So if he gets that jump and lands on top of you and knocks you up, he can confirm a grab. And we've definitely seen quite a few players making very good use out of that. And it's good to see. And I think it's one of the reasons why we started seeing Monk coming back into the meta. But it looks as though, yet again, Wolves is being hunted down. Bowder looking to try and take down ZK. He was in the Ferrier mech. He was still going, but they bursted down that mech. And now I've completely lost track of where he was. There he is, ZK, still going strong. He's managed to make his way out the window, out the side of the wall. But you know who's not been able to make their way out of there? Bowder is actually going to be taken down here, fully eliminated. The onslaught coming out from DRG was just too much for them to handle, unfortunately. And they get absolutely cooked in this enclosed space. Not one of the spots that you want to be in. You don't want to get stuck in here with no escape. It can get very, very dangerous. And looking at the leaderboard, looks as though Wolves did manage to make it out alive. So even though he was the initial target of this aggression, he has been able to alleviate that pressure, at least for the moment. DRG are very close by. They might find themselves fighting it out against them. Wuxin, having been taken down, is going to get resurrected, it seems. No contention here. No contest from any of these teams surrounding them. But the zone is pushing them. Yeah, the zone is pushing them in. So perhaps they're a little bit more focused on that instead.
I mean, we'll see what happens here knowing JL, though. They have all golds.
They're so stacked.
So they have really a lot. They got a lot to gain, but they got a lot to lose. So even in these moments here, you know, I don't think they really want to get too much of a feed here, as they do see WBG. Looks like there could be potential there, but it looks like they decide not to here, as they're like, no, let's not do that. Let's kind of be smart about this and not necessarily push towards something that really could be not beneficial for us here. So obviously still trying to find out where that next phase kind of goes here. It'd be good for certain other individuals. As you, inside from OUG, by himself, dangerous. Woo! Real close. Almost could have saw him here. Real close to being in the hot seat for that split second here, and was able to get out of there. And definitely a great succession here. And it looks like Circle slowly closing in here. You got a minute left for the next one starts to tighten up here. JL, don't get caught up inside of that storm, whatever you do. I'm scared for XEM here. I feel like them might be the one that actually ends up getting caught up. I'd hate to say it, but that would be tough. And inside of that moment here, I don't want to necessarily call anybody out specifically here, but you know, hey, don't get a little too crazy there, buddy.
You know who's crazy right now though? OUG's you. He's holding his ground. He's got the confidence.
Very center too.
He's just chilling there. He does not care. He knows that if he goes outside of this zone, outside of the Moonbane, he will likely get absolutely cooked by these teams that are lurking around. So he's kind of just lurking at the edge of it. And if he needs to, he could probably disengage, probably get out of there. But it is a big risk, but it might pay off for him here. GG, unfortunately, taking the brunt of a lot of poke damage, forced to use their Yueishan ultimate. Not Yueishan, sorry. Their Takeda ultimate there. Try and deter the aggression. Forced to rotate to the other side of the zone. try and take themselves out of danger. They managed to do so for the moment, but WBG is holding strong at the top of this little rock formation. So it's going to be quite difficult to force them off of this position. One Fang, though, alongside JL, is chilling for the moment. However, someone who's not chilling is Kakaishi. Taken down extremely low. His teammates using that Farrier ult to try and save him for the moment. Kakaishi now going on the aggressive, going to try and get some value out of this Farrier mech while he still has some time. Poking out Godley. Tessa ultimate is going to come through now, though. Kakaishi getting stunned up by the Tessa ultimate. Does take to the skies with his ult, but oh, he might be in a bit of trouble. He's so low. The burn tick is actually coming through as well. He is going to get lower and lower. He needs to try and find a heal as soon as possible. It looks as though he may have been able to find it. OUG's U, though, has been spotted out by JJH, and Flames is going to take him down with that silence there. Unfortunately, OUG is now down for the count. They weren't able to survive. OUG's U is an extremely formidable player, but unfortunately, just not able to survive in this chaotic space. Xi now taking down very low himself, trying to do something with this Viper ultimate, potentially just to try and buy a little bit of time. It looks as though GG is popping off in the kill feed, taking down Axial from WBG. Wolves is still alive as well, or at least one of them is. Unfortunately, the Tumult has been taken down. However, the Farrier is still alive and kicking, and they do have 10 eliminations. So the longer this Farrier survives, the more points they're going to be able to secure for themselves. Looking pretty close here in terms of the kills as well.
Also as well is able to get an elimination onto Wushin as well. And it looks like it's going to be a kind of a back and forth here. It looks like GG most likely is going to be able to capture and get some of that good loot here. As DRG still is missing a teammate here, which is unfortunate. They can't really go out and try to pick them up here, knowing that there's so much happening around this very same hut. Just trying to close it down as much as possible, but just isn't able to find the pressure that they need to really secure this here, knowing that on the backstretch they have XCG, they have WBG on the left side. In front of them is JL, and to their left in that section is like kind of Wolves. So even in that moment here, they're still trying to like climb towards it here, really making it like a tough situation over time that they just can't seem to find, or at least close in and clutch here. As Kakaxi gonna try to see if maybe he can pop his ulti, lands up top, sees if maybe he can get some hits. Nice bits of damage happening from all different types of players here as he's able to find it and try to pour through it all the way. Nice switch, man. It's not going to be able to do too much here. Knowing GG has a full-fledged team of individuals here, really able to just work through as much of that pressure as possible here. Trying to close that out in so many different ways and different lanes here. Trying to close it out, but let's see what happens here with that. He gets the grab off of one. The question is the team going to be able to do it? Oh, as he ends up pushing him on the outskirts of the circle here. What a 200 IQ move here as GG is going to claim that elimination onto XCG and the rest of the team. Slowly closes in towards it. 45 seconds left on the clock as the pressure comes in. The ultis from all over the ways comes in. Same thing with the ulti. Is able to at least push two of them outside of the circle here. GG's 330, trying to hold on stretch. Same thing with CG. The fire coming down. Oh, beautiful parries on both sides. The Reza from CG just trying to save CJ. Trying to see if he can find it as well here, but not going to be enough as the heals is going to keep the team alive. Beautiful, beautiful support coming in from one of their players as well. It takes their time, trying to see if they can find any more momentum here. Sleepwalker is able to absolutely push Fang on the outskirts here, but he's able to push him right back in. HQ dangerously low, doesn't have nowhere to go. The beautiful ulti timing couldn't be any better, and he's able to capture at least 4 different stuns. 2 on the outskirts of the circle, both of them taking damage from the circle take from outside here, and both of them are still looking on the outside in. Same thing with the rest of them. DRG captures a nice slash coming through onto Sleepwalker. Sleepwalker gone. WFZ from TRG gone. They're both coming out little by little. Here comes Fang. JL trying to hold it together a little while longer here. Wolves is able to keep the game alive for themselves here.
The double grab.
As Fang is able to capture the double grab, gets the free elimination. Wolves holds all the way up top, plays it so well, at least secures a second place for him. That's all that matters. Zem was able to do enough, but JL holds the game. Number 1, 17 eliminations and a first place. This is why they're the champions from last season. And y'all just got a textbook play on how to handle some of the best teams in the world.